Greetings everybody, welcome back to Wager Talk TV. This is Pavlos to break down the match between Canada and Morocco. This goes on Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern. But before that, I got a 3% and a 2% loaded for Friday. I got a 5% max bet loaded for Saturday, and I'm 1, 2, and 1 with those. Not great, not terrible. I got a 4% side bet for Sunday, perfect 7-0 with 4% best bets in the World Cup, and a 4% total for Monday. Again, perfect 7-0 with my 4% best bets in the World Cup. You can get in on the action for just $99 with our World Cup All Access. You'll get all those plays and a couple of futures that I've only reserved for clients. I'm going to be loading those later today. This is Friday or early on Saturday. So yeah, let's go to our free play and our breakdown between Canada and Morocco on Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern. Guys, I think that this is as far as Canada will go. Canada to qualify plus 240, Morocco to qualify minus 275. As for the 90 minutes, Morocco minus 130 on the money line. The draw is at plus 250. Canada plus 424 on the money line. The spread is set at 3/4 of a goal. The total is set at 2/4 of a goal. 2.25 goals, sorry, 2.25. Split line between 2 and 2.5. Now, guys, listen, I think that's a near lock, and I'm adding this to my card. Canada over 1.5 cards is minus 125 at Bet365. They got 2, 2, 1, and 2 cards so far in the World Cup. The one card game was against Switzerland in match day 3, where, you know, teams took it a little bit too slow, but in their friendlies, Canada got at least a couple of cards in all of the friendlies, and you know, Morocco, they're getting cards against, at least 2 cards against in 2 of their 4 matches. They didn't get against Haiti and against not against Haiti, against Scotland, who were just terrible, and against Netherlands, who were just very, very careful. But Canada are really reckless, and I think, you know, Morocco are going to grab them by the throat early in the game. I think Morocco money line at minus 130 is something very possible. I think they can do it within 90 minutes, within regulation. To be honest, I'd bet this to minus 140. But the best bet here, and this is definitely going to my card, is Canada to get 2 cards. Again, Morocco, you know, I've talked about Morocco and how they changed their coach after the Africa Cup of Nations. Their current coach, who was also coaching the under-20 team that won the World Cup, the under-20 World Cup in, I don't know, September, October, November, somewhere there in the fall of last year. His teams, they don't play that defensively, in the sense that this coach tries to take advantage of the virtues that Morocco have, and that's mainly in the offense. I mean, they got a lot of talent in the midfield up front, so they're playing a really fluid type of soccer. Players are switching positions, creating a lot of dangerous situations, and I expect the same thing on Saturday. Morocco, again, cards against in the under-20 World Cup. They got 2 cards against in 4 of their 7 matches, and going back to the under-20 AFCON under the same coach, the Africa Cup of Nations, they got their opponents got carded at least twice in 6 of 7 matches. The only match where they didn't get carded twice was in match day 1, where their opponents, I think they were Zimbabwe under-20, just a really bad side. So I think Morocco are going to push. I think Canada will have to defend on several occasions. I wouldn't be surprised if Canada got 3 cards, to be honest. These two met in the 2020 World Cup, where Canada got 4 cards versus Morocco in that game. So the referee is Michael Oliver, and he's a no-nonsense type of referee. I think Canada get carded at least twice. If you want to go with over 2.5 cards at minus 138, I'm down with that. But I think if the over 2.5 cards is about to hit, I think Canada are getting at least 2 of them. So give me Canada over 1.5 cards, minus 125 at B365. I'd bet this to minus 145, minus 150, to be honest. Again, Morocco are clearly the best side and might actually take the lead here. So Canada will find themselves in a lot of dangerous situations. They have a lot of reckless players. We saw that also in the group stage. Their defense, almost the entire defense, got carded in the group stage, and I expect something similar. I mean, you got Saibari, you got Diaz, you got Unahi. I mean, there's a lot of players who can dribble a lot. They're pacey as hell, this Morocco side, so Canada will find themselves chasing a lot of players. All it takes is an ugly foul, guys, or a couple of them, to be honest. And if Morocco, take the lead, Canada players are gonna be pissed. Morocco might search for a second goal. So no matter how I cut it, no matter how many scenarios I play in my head, I definitely see Canada getting carded at least twice. So 2 plays here before my recap. Actually, reminder that I got a couple of plays for Friday. I got a 5% max bet loaded for Saturday. I got a 4% side bet for Sunday. I got a 4% total for Monday, and various 3% plays mixed in every single day. So head over to my page at wt.buzz/pl. You'll get the $99 World Cup All Access. If you want to buy these packages individually, you'll basically pay the same amount of money by buying the 5% and the 4% individually. So why not go for the $99 and you'll get the rest of the tournament, and also some futures that I'm gonna load later on Friday or early Saturday. So now the recap. I like Morocco moneyline -130. I'd bet this to -140, -145. I think they can get the job done within 90 minutes. And Canada over 1.5 cards -125. I'd bet this to -145, -150. To be honest, I think Canada are getting carded here as well. So let me know in the comments below what you think about this game. Good luck. God bless.